Now 6:30 on WKYT this morning. Dozens of schools are closed or delayed this morning because of some snow. We'll have a live look at what you'll be up against in your morning commute.
Snow has moved on out. You'll still get a couple of flakes, but it's all about the temperatures from here on out. The weekend looks much better. I'll show you that coming up.
And a Kentucky college student says a first aid class prepared him for what may have been a life-saving action.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning, and it's so good to have you with us on this wintry start to this day. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. We had really nice temperatures, sunny weather yesterday. This morning we woke up to a bunch of snow, go figure.
Huge change, and another change is coming. Let's go to meteorologist Micah Harris in our First Alert Weather Center.
You remember when we talked about probably 2 or 3 days ago how this was just a roller coaster ride of a forecast? Is exactly what we're seeing. Is we had temperatures yesterday right around 50 degrees. Today it'll actually cut that in half to about 25 degrees with snow on the ground. It's just a weird forecast, and it's a headache of a forecast. I heard that on Twitter a couple of times yesterday that, man, and I can feel it in the back of my neck. Sinuses is just not fun. I can promise you that. Going in toward the weekend, we jump it back up about 30 degrees. So here we go. A few flakes out there this morning, but the snow's on out of here. The bulk of it. Still, the damage is done. Temperatures outside in the teens and 20s. That's going to lead to some slick spots there on the roads. Got to be watching out for that. That's our main focus this morning. By the afternoon, some sunshine. Still a little chilly out there, 25 degrees. Like I said, the weekend, add 30 degrees to that, and that's where we will be. Up and down. Here we go. It's not going to stop anytime soon, guys.
Bring those improvements. Thank you very much, Micah. And we're tracking some developing national news this morning. Anthem, which is the second largest health insurance company in America, says millions of customers may have had their personal account information stolen. If
true, the security breach could actually impact more than 1 million people here in Kentucky. WKYT's Wintry is live with details on this consumer alert.
Good morning. Well, it's actually one of the providers under Kentucky's Connect Healthcare Exchange, and the company employs 1,100 people at offices in Lexington and Louisville. In a statement, Anthem admits that it fell victim to what the company calls a very sophisticated cyber attack. The nation's second largest health insurer says hackers infiltrated its computer network and accessed the personal information of both current and former customers. The information stolen includes names, social security numbers, birth dates, and even employment details like income. In all, more than 80 million records were breached. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield serves 1.2 million members across Kentucky, and nationwide 1 in 3 Americans carries a Blue Cross and Blue Shield card. Customers whose information was compromised will be notified by Anthem in the coming weeks, but in the meantime, there is a website and a phone number that you can call to learn more about this breach, and we have that links to that information on our website, WKYT.com. Live in Lexington, Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
All right, Whitney, obviously we'll be tracking down the local angles on this throughout the day.
And of course, the other story of the day is weather. Overnight snow has made for a long night for road crews.
They're still out there this morning working. Several of those crews treating Lexington roads ahead of the morning commute. Let's go out live to WKYT's Mark Barber, who is in Lexington with an update on those road conditions. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Drivers here at New Circle Road and Georgetown Road aren't seeing too many slick spots, but road crews say that could change as the temperatures continue to drop because the wet roads could freeze over. Salt trucks have been out treating the roads now for 6.5 hours, trying to keep that from happening. Crews say other than the icy patches, drivers don't have too much to worry about this morning. The Streets and Roads Department says we really dodged a bullet. They were expecting an inch.
You know, they need to drive with caution this morning and, you know, drive slow and be aware of other drivers. And it's, you know, there's some slick spots here and there, but we have trucks out, so everything's been treated.
And police are saying that so far they only know of one weather-related crash. We're told a driver slid off the road and into a ditch when he hit a slick spot at Winchester Road and Man of War. So the snow is over for now, it appears, but still those slick spots remain.
Remember, we can help you track the snow even if you happen to be away from your TV. On WKYT.com, you can look into the First Alert Defender. Zoom into your neighborhood. You can also download the WKYT app. For your iPad or your smartphone, it will connect you to weather tools, including live radar.
And again, more than 50 closings or delays this morning. Those are at the bottom of your screen and on our website. And snow and cold weather are especially challenging for the homeless, of course. So when a man trying to stay warm overnight was in need, a Clark County Sheriff's deputy was there to help. Deputy Casey Cottle says he was called to check out a grass fire overnight on Rockwell Road. That's where he found a homeless man who had started the fire to try to keep warm, and then it got out of control. But rather than arrest the man for what he had done, Deputy Cottle decided to help him out.
Which stated he was cold and homeless. He didn't have any money. I then took him to the next county over and gave him some cash out of my wallet, and I dropped him off at a place so he could get some food.
A good deed for sure. Deputy Cottle brought the man to Hamburg here in Lexington. He says he didn't want the man to walk here in the cold.
New this morning, police need your help finding a missing Kentucky mother and daughter. Glenda Van Hoos and her 11-year-old daughter Ashley were last seen yesterday morning at the Paintsville Budget Inn. The Johnson County Sheriff's Office says Ashley is in danger. They are both thought to be with Stephen Watts, a man deputies say Glenda met online. Watts is from North Carolina. Police think they may be headed that way or to Ohio.
The time is 6:36 on WKYT this morning, and a missing woman who had been presumed dead has been found hundreds of miles away here in Lexington. Christina Davison arrested this week in town during a traffic stop for having drugs. She'd worked at Red State Barbecue for the last 8 months, shortly after her family says she went missing from Texas. Police say they found blood on her mattress, and her common-law husband says he's been the lead suspect in her disappearance ever since.
It irritated me that everybody was getting one side of the story. As bad as they wanted me to be guilty, everybody, her children, her mother-in-law, everybody had already convicted me.
Now, Davison's employer says that she told him that she had moved here from Arkansas to escape an abusive relationship. She is still in jail this morning in Lexington. Well, UK football coach Mark Stoops confirms 3 of his players are being questioned about a bar fight in Richmond where an EKU player was assaulted. Richmond police say the fight at Jersey's Lounge and Dance Club downtown happened on January 25th. The victim told police that he was attacked by 3 or 4 men who hit him in the head, causing him to lose consciousness. Family members identify the victim as EKU football player Colton Scurry. On Kentucky Sports Radio, Matt Jones asked Coach Mark Stoops about the incident.
Those are good kids. I know more about the situation and about them than most people, and it's easy for people to just judge them on what comes out initially in the media and everything else. You know, whatever the outcome is, were they wrong in certain aspects? Absolutely. You know, and we're not afraid to address kids when they're wrong. You know, I've always said that. You know, I accept responsibility, wins and losses, and I accept responsibility when guys are not acting appropriately off the field.
No one has been charged in this case. Richmond City Police say they are still interviewing witnesses and that it could be a long time before they reach a conclusion.
New this morning, a Letcher County government employee is accused of driving under the influence in a county vehicle. Dog warden Brandon Collier is charged with DUI. Deputies say at least 2 calls were made about a driver who was all over the road and at one point hit a guardrail. The Whitley County High School principal is on paid administrative leave this morning. The Whitley County Board of Education says an internal investigation is underway into Principal Alan Sweet, but board members are not saying why Sweet is being investigated. Sweet has been principal at Whitley County High School since 2009.
A Kentucky student's first aid class may have helped him to save a life. Jared Combs was driving from Hazard over to Moorhead, where he goes to college, when he saw a car upside down in a ditch in Wolfe County. He and others pulled a woman out of the car, and Combs got a first aid kit out of his vehicle. He says a class that he took last semester prepared him for a situation just like this.
Trying to make him feel comfortable. I was like, all right, we're going to get you cleaned up. We're going to patch you up here until the paramedics get here. Everything's going to be fine.
Combs is a sophomore at MSU, and he plays for the Eagles golf team. Well, if you bought a ticket or tickets for last night's $317 million Powerball drawing, we have some bad news for you this morning, or good news, depending on how you spent it. Nobody won the jackpot. So if you're not rich yet, that means there will still be another drawing, another chance on Saturday night. Each drawing without a winner rolls the jackpot over and makes it more lucrative. The Powerball website shows the current estimated haul for the next drawing is $360 million. Dream on.
It's a lot of cheddar.
That's right. Could do something with that, right?
All right, let's check to see what's happening on the roads. Not hearing of too many issues out there, but obviously there was some snow overnight, so that can be an issue.
Yeah, so let's go out to Officer Don. Good morning, Don.
Hey, good morning. And just slick spots. I mean, that's what we're dealing with right now. And you don't want to get caught off guard on the bridges and overpasses. I know I keep saying that, but I tell you, this kind of morning is where you get into real issues because you're driving along normal speed limit, you hit a spot, there you go. Got a lot of snow, you're more careful. That's the whole point. So just be careful this morning. No problems on the interstate. 75 looks okay both directions at the moment. And on our Waze map, we're seeing just normal flow, keeping an eye on Clay's Mill between Jesse Clark and Lexington Catholic's the slowest point there. Also on the circle through the construction zone around Old Frankfort Pike, but things are moving. Now back to you in the studio.
Okay, hope it's a good ride in for everybody. Thank you very much, Don. 6:40 now on WKYT this morning. It's so good to have you along with us, and we have a lot more on the way.
Bad haircuts for bad kids. Barbershop is offering embarrassing haircuts as a way of disciplining children.
That might fix them.
Bulk of the snow is already on out of here. Now, as we get in towards your weekend, it looks much better. And I'll explain that forecast coming to you next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris and First Alert Defender.
Several school closings and delays this morning. As you're traveling, you better watch out because there are some slick spots here and there. Personally, I didn't run into any, but when I was leaving, the roads were wet and you had cold temperatures to that, and it looks like we're going to be seeing some of those slick spots just for at least the next several hours. First Alert Defender live radar, there's your look, a few flakes, a few flurries. But really, the bulk of the snow is on out of here. It's long gone. And what we're going to be seeing the rest of the morning, kind of this. It's not going to amount to anything. What you see out your window is what you're going to be getting. 20 degrees there in Frankfort. We're at 19 in Corbin. That goes for Lexington, too. They're in the teens along with Richmond. Go down south, and we're still holding on to some of those teens as well. Planning out your Thursday. It's going to be cold. Just bundle up. 25. Hey, here's the good news. At least we get some sunshine. Kind of melt some of those roadways, so there's good news for you as those temperatures aren't helping us out whatsoever. Today's talkers, snow this morning, there's no doubt about it, with those slick spots here and there. Dry next couple of days, though. Looks much better as a high-pressure system slides on in. And on Saturday, check this out, we'll be in the 50s for everyone. Everybody in north to south will be in the 50s. The only ones that I think won't be in the 50s will probably be in the far southern zones. You guys may even top out at 60 degrees there for Saturday. It's a good-looking Saturday. Make any plans, stick to them. I don't see any rain chance along with that, so it's just going to be a fantastic Saturday. Got the Sport Boat and Recreation Show as well. They're starting off today and going through Sunday. We'll be out there each and every single day. Love to see you out there. 40 degrees there, or 40% of chance of rain there on Sunday. So here comes another front moving on in. You better enjoy the next couple of days, because you know what's going to happen. Something slides on in right afterwards. There's your 7-day forecast. And here's what you're going to be looking at. Big changes off towards your weekend. We go from 25 today, 42 tomorrow. That's actually right at average. And then Saturday, 55 degrees. Sunday, here comes another front rolling on through. But really, that 7-day forecast isn't bad. I mean, besides today, if we took out today, there's only really one day that's about 5 to about 6 degrees below average. And that's it. So this is a really good looking forecast, especially when you focus in on Saturday. Sport Boat and Recreation Show today through Sunday. You guys are going to be ziplining, I heard. I am so happy for you.
Who told that story?
Oh, man.
But we know you will be.
I'll be doing it, absolutely. But I'm going to try to get them on it, too.
He does scream when he goes across the road.
That's all right.
I may be wearing, you know, not the right attire or something. I don't know.
Well, it could get you a bad haircut. We won't tell you this story. Are bad haircuts an acceptable form of punishment?
I don't know. One father's attempt at discipline, it seems to be catching on. Georgia barber Russell Frederick is using his clippers to wield his own unique brand of punishment. He'll give kids a cut dubbed the George Jefferson or the old man haircut. Oh, look at that. That is bald, if you didn't know, on the top with a little left on the sides. Frederick's own 12-year-old son was the first to sport this look after getting into trouble last fall.
Because it worked on my son. His grades had dropped, and I shaved his hair bald, and his grades skyrocketed afterwards.
I bet they did.
Wow. Well, Frederick says 3 kids have already endured the embarrassing cuts in the past month. Personally, I think this may take off, catch on.
Right. I mean, I guess the parents come in and say, give him a George Jefferson.
Give him the old man cut.
Oh, there you go. 6:47 the time on WKYT this morning. Here it is Thursday, rolling toward the weekend, and so good to have you along.
We have more news on the way. Stay with us.
Ahead on CBS this morning, Charlie Daggler is in Jordan with how that country is ramping up its fight against ISIS. And Grammy nominee Eric Church gives us rare backstage access for a look at what goes on in an arena roadshow. The news is back in the morning. See you at 7.
Lexington coming to live on a bit of a snowy morning at 6:51 on WKYT. Take it easy on your way to work or school this morning. Some overnight snow and some freezing temperatures, creating at least some slick spots around the bluegrass.
One driver actually lost control this morning in Lexington. He told police he hit a patch of ice on Winchester Road near Man o' War, causing his car to overturn. He was not hurt. Road crews have been out spreading salt all night long and into the morning. Well, that snow is causing dozens of schools to cancel or delay classes today. We have over 50 at this point. Remember, we can help you track the snow even if you're away from your TV at WKYT.com. You can look at the First Alert Defender, zoom into your neighborhood. You can also download the WKYT app for your iPad or your smartphone. It'll connect you to weather tools, including live radar.
A missing woman presumed dead has been found hundreds of miles away here in Lexington. Christina Davison was arrested this week in Lexington during a traffic stop for having drugs. She worked at Red State Barbecue for 8 months. Shortly after, her family says she disappeared from Texas. Police say they found blood on her mattress, and her common-law husband says he's been the lead suspect in her disappearance ever since. Davis's employer says that she told him that she moved here from Arkansas to escape an abusive relationship. Lexington firefighters say a candle may have started that massive fire that damaged the Thoroughbred Training Center. The fire started around 8 o'clock yesterday morning at the center on Paris Pike. A tack shop, a leather shop, and an apartment were destroyed by the fire. At one point, more than 60 firefighters were on scene working to bring it under control. One firefighter and a woman were treated for smoke inhalation. Health insurer Anthem says hackers have infiltrated its computer network and accessed a swath of personal information about current and former customers, including their incomes and even street addresses. The company says in a statement that it is contacting customers affected by this very sophisticated cyber attack. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield serves more than 1 million members across Kentucky.
Federal investigators are gathering evidence from Tuesday night's deadly collision between a commuter train and an SUV near New York City. 5 people on board the Metro North train died in the fiery crash, along with the driver of the SUV. Investigators will examine data recorders on the crossing gates as well as on the train itself to determine why the vehicle was stopped on the tracks. The crew aboard that doomed Trans-Asia flight in Taiwan issued a mayday call moments before that plane clipped a highway bridge and cartwheeled into a river. At least 31 of the 58 people on board were killed. At least 15 survivors were pulled from the wreckage. Rescue crews continue to search for the missing as investigators look into the cause of this crash.
Coming up on 6:54, our closing bar is up on WKYT.com because we now have more than 50 school districts calling it off or delaying classes today because of some of those slick spots out there on the road. Micah says we will have a very cold day ahead, but then some nice improvements. You can track what's headed your way anytime on our First Alert weather page or on your phone, of course, by downloading our weather app. Trending right now on WKYT.com, this data breach at Anthem where customer information was stolen by hackers. We're covering that story live this morning and chasing down some local angles. We'll be adding details as they come in on air and online. We've also put up a help number for you, by the way, if you have questions about your situation with Anthem. A lot of you are checking out our story about Lexington Mayor Jim Gray sending a letter to lawmakers. He's urging them to redirect money intended to jumpstart Rupp Arena renovations to a project at UK for a cancer research facility. Over on Kentucky.com, UK's A.J. Reed, the Sportsman of the Year. The Wildcat baseball star won the award by the biggest margin ever. Shooting guard Aaron Harrison was next, followed by Coach John Calipari. And if you are turning your thoughts to spring about now, come by and see us at the WKYT Kentucky Sport, Boat, and Recreation Show. Kicks off later today at Rupp Arena and Heritage Hall. All kinds of things to see and do. You can zip line right across Rupp, or you can take archery lessons, a whole lot more. Go to our website for more information about that, and we'll see you there. And CBS This Morning will follow us at 7 with world and national news, and of course our local updates. Join us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and for the latest anytime, WKYT.com. Let's check live drive traffic this morning, and it's a good flow at Nicholasville and Reynolds Road this morning. There may be some patches of ice here and there, but the road crews have been working all night long. A lot of salt out there. Rebecca, I bet the car washes will be busy tomorrow.
I have a feeling, right? I mean, Micah, it looks like we're going to have some nice car wash weather.
Oh, yeah. Get ready for the weekend. I think so. Getting that car flashy and shiny. First Alert Defender Live Radar. There is your look. The roadways still a few icy spots on them, especially those sidewalks and also your driveways. That's where I had the trouble. I just kind of slid on down to my car as my driveway's a bit of an angle. So just watch out for that as you're walking and traveling this morning. Look like Nancy Kerrigan just sliding on down to my car, man.
Nancy Kerrigan throwing
no
it back.
Tanya Harding jumping out of my back seat, but you know, whatever. 18 degrees there in Lexington, 19 in Richmond. In today's forecast, 25 degrees. Bundle up. It's going to be a fun ride, but a cold one as we get into the afternoon. A lot of sunshine to be had the next few days.
You should sell tickets for this next skating event.
No, man. Do a triple axel, man, on my way.
3:30 in the morning? Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Well, nobody is more up to date than you to start your day. Thank you for being with us on WKYT. Don't forget, mid-morning is coming up at 10.
And CBS This Morning is next. Have an awesome day before Friday.